This is the E100, a Tier 10 German Super Heavy, a vehicle that, at least in my opinion, when it comes to Update 10.3, became absolutely insane. Its average damage per shot went from 640 to 680. That means essentially that you can roll around 700 damage per shot on the average shell. That's ridiculously high. I mean, that's more like tier 10 tank destroyer rolls, not a heavy tank. When you add that into the fact that this vehicle features 2,900 hit points, very solid mobility for weighing in at 140 plus tons, and the vehicle has decent gun depression, penetration, and even aiming time, yeah, I've messed around with the 100 just a couple times since I've got my hands on it, and oh my god, this thing is insane. Being able to shoot a 1020 damage HE shell feels almost unreal. Here we are in our first game. Up against us, we have an E100, E3, 5A, E75, and a Jagdtiger. So they got some pretty solid, heavily armored vehicles. Something I've started to notice, which is always a bit irritating, is that you run into more heavily armored tank destroyers than actually heavy tanks. Now, that's not necessarily great, and it's also okay at the same time, because obviously tank destroyers have less hit points than heavies. The E3 has, what, 2,000 hit points, and I've got 2,900, so I got an additional third of HP that he doesn't. But that tank has much better pen, which means my armor is much worse, and it hits as hard as me. So there's upsides and downsides to everything. I personally like fighting heavies a lot more than TDs, especially in something like the 100 that's, based off of armor. You don't really have that much armor when you're getting shot at by tank destroyers. Now we can see the enemy E100 is just kind of chilling over there. We did get spotted. Got the E75 off to the side. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure what the enemy's doing so far. We can see our IS-7. Actually, our whole team's over here, which is good. We got the 5A off to the side. Unfortunately, the Tortoise got right in my way, stopping me from actually being able to shoot the 5A. Quite frustrating, not gonna lie. Now he's just gonna sit in front of a 4005. Let's aim it on the T110 E3 for now, because that is the biggest threat. Bit of a low roll, but you know what? 635 is still not a bad shot at all. We're gonna back up, let my E4 finish that guy off, hopefully, and he bounces it. Well, not much I can do about that, but he's dead anyway. Got the 5A over here. The craziest thing is that the 5A is really gonna struggle to pen my turret. As we can see, he had to have the drive fully out in the open to pen my hull, and at that point, the dude just lost all of his health. So we're already getting some big slaps out, and we can see where the alpha on the E100 just feels absolutely insane. The sad part is the T110E4 actually out reloads me, but look at that, easy shell right into the E75, 666. He's shooting HE at me, which means literally nothing. We have so much health, and he's dealing such little damage. So I'm kind of thinking of what I want to do here. If the E4 pens the E75, I don't think... well, we'll still finish him off. Why not? It's 620 hit points. I was thinking he was going to roll more like 600-ish, so I wasn't really going to waste a shot on that, but we're fine. We're just going to wiggle. E100's really struggling on where to shoot me here, and just going to keep wiggling, keep wiggling. Come on, shoot. Or don't. Got the 4005 off to the side, and we are going to push this 4005, and he's going to regret life in a second. Oh! 1,048. I mean, that is insane. Again, the output that this vehicle has is absolutely ridiculous. Also, I'm sorry, a 4005, but you're just gonna die, bro. I hate dealing with tanks like yours. Again, TDs are just super deadly. Doesn't matter if it's a tank that doesn't have a lot of health. Tank destroyers in general are the deadliest tanks you're gonna roll up against. So we're just gonna chill here, and we're gonna stay in the side scrape. E100 does actually quite annoyingly pen me, but that's fine. We get a 670 damage shell into the E100, and we finish him off. We are already up to a very solid chunk of damage this game, 4,600, and it's just a great example of the damage output the E100 can get out. It's just crazy. So we're not going to be able to get a shell into the enemy E50, but that's fine. We're going to aim it on the Jagdtiger. There you go, nice shot. You'll notice that this vehicle actually features a fairly accurate gun. It's not anything insane, like obviously a Leopard or even an IS-4 is probably going to be more accurate in the majority of situations. But the fact that this vehicle even has a semi-accurate gun for being a giant German Super Heavy is pretty impressive, to be completely real. So we're going to drive right over the ridge and see if we can get a shell into the E50, and bonk, there you go. Nice 594, and the IS-7 finishes him off. So our first game, we did 5,600 damage. And even though we did bleed a bit of health, that we have so much HP at 2,900, it doesn't really matter. And that's where I'm always standing at the E100. This, in my opinion, is just such a strong heavy. So we got a mastery, high caliber, 5,000 plus damage, 236,000 credits, which is just crazy. So let's do one more game. I don't know if we're going to do that much damage, but the tank is just so good. Battle number 2 on a much worse map for the E100. Oasis Palms is actually one of the best designed maps in the game, at least in my opinion. You've got a really good town area to fight with your super heavies. You've got a hull down area next to the town where the hull down heavies can fight. And you've got a medium side with also hull down spots. It's just a really good designed map. However, when it comes to mines, I wouldn't say it's as good of a design. I don't mind it. There's a lot of people out there that absolutely hate this map. I am not against it nor for it. But I'm always hoping that I'm in a hull down heavy when I get on this map. This is obviously not what I would consider a super hull down tank. And by the way, that T100 just got absolutely crapped on. And he might continue getting crapped on, but it's hard to really tell because our TVP killed himself for that damage. So, was it worth it? I don't really know, bro. Let's aim it on the prog. Oh. I've said it so many times in the past, and I'll say it again. I hate the Progetto turret armor. It gets bounces that it seriously does not deserve, and it's very irritating. Also, Leopard, please move out of my way. Thank you. But yeah, the Progetto turret armor is really seriously some of the most annoying turret armor in the game. It just gets so many stupid bounces that it really does not even slightly deserve to get. So let's see if we can get some damage into the 62A. There you go. 740. I mean, that right there is just... It's ridiculous that you can roll that high in an E100 without even, you know, really getting that high of a roll. So the 62A is going to run. We're going to aim in an HE on his rear. I was hoping maybe we could almost get it into his side armor, but I don't really know where that one went. I think it hit the tracks. Bit unfortunate, but... can't really complain. We still got a pretty solid chunk of damage out. 62A pens me once, but in return, we've done a lot more damage than him. So we know the Progetto is on our rear. There's not much in front of us. We do have the E5. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to start backing up because, yeah, this is not necessarily a great situation we're in. Got the 57 heavy, and we're going to back up from the E5. Okay, not too bad. We're still okay, but our V4 did basically just kill himself, so that's pretty bad. Yeah, this could be a loss, I'm going to be real. We do have the Progetto off to the side, though. I'm going to aim it on his tank with an HE. There you go, 960. And once again, another great example of the damage output this vehicle can easily output. It's ridiculous. I'm really hoping my teammates go for the Progetto, be the 57 heavy off to the side, and we're going to aim it on his vehicle. Going to make sure the prog can't see me. There you go. Bonk, 714. Again, just an absolutely incredible roll from this tank. Thankfully, the 4005 was actually able to clear that vehicle. That was very important. Trying to think of how I want to deal with the situation. 4005 looks like he's going to get that player. I'm really hoping he does at least. Oh boy, this is not good. Alright, the prog killed my teammate, and that guy just got a kill. Okay, at this point in time, I'm going to try and get that Progetto. We do have the E5 off to my side, and I'm going to aim in a shell on him. There you go. 730 shot into the side of the T110E5. But I'm going to make my way over towards the prog. Because obviously, this player is a huge threat right now. And, you know, as deadly as the E5 is, and all that stuff, the Progetto also needs to get rid of. So, we're going to push on this guy. Let's see if we can get a shell into his vehicle. I think we're in a decent position here to catch this prog. We just need to kind of pull him out. Nice. There you go. Come on, 4005. Kill him, please. Thank you. All right, let's aim it on the side of the E5. Do not know if that penned. It was actually eerily close to where I wanted it to go, which is really important. The good news is that if our 4005 holds back, and I'm able to go get that 183, this could very easily be a win. It's also very easily a loss. If that 183 outspots me, I could, get insta-killed. So these are all things that are coursing through my mind right now. I'm going to hopefully cross this without the E5 spotting me. Okay, all good. Oh, I think we may have hit that E5, actually. Unfortunately, he finished off my teammate in the process, which is not really a good situation for me here. Alright, well, for now, I guess I'm just going to wait over here and see if we spot something. I'm really hoping that we can find that FE2 and 5B183, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be an easy task. Oh boy, oh boy. It's one of these games, it's one of these. Yeah, that's really painful. That E5 is most likely not going to leave the hill. And I really can't blame him. I mean, I wouldn't leave the hill. Would you? So, I'm really hoping... I don't really know what to do here, though. Because I'm in a tank that's so large. And again, that 183 is the problem right now. Oh, boy. That is not what I wanted. Alright, we're going to take a blind shot right there. Did not kill the 183. That's a pretty big problem. Oh, 183 fired. Okay. We're going to aim in on this player over here. Come on, 183. Stay right there. Stay right there. Come on, come on, come on. No! That's so bad. Really, game? Really? Well, I'm going to back up from the 183 and make sure that he can't hit me. And we're going to keep on backing up. Okay, good. Nice. Let's see if we can get the E5, possibly. There you go. You know what? That was important. Just that shell alone made the E5 a one-shot for us, which is obviously really, really important. Now, we are in a pretty awkward situation here because this E5 is aiming in on our turret armor, but I'm pretty confident that I'm able to back up here, get a shell into his vehicle's lower plate. Yes! There you go. We got it out. He could have played that a lot smarter, and he might have been able to do a bit better. The problem is the 183 can still one-shot me. That vehicle features 950 damage per shot. And as we know, I am not at 950 health, so this could be a very, very brief victory. We're going to push up to this spot right here and take a blind shot directly into the bush the 183 was sitting at, which is this bush right here. So let's try. Oh, crap. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. I don't understand how he's spotting me through the bush. We might draw this, though. This is going to be the second and, once again, most irritating draw. But there's not much I can really do about it. If that 183 spotted me, he has to be in that bush right there. We're going to go for it. Wow. I can't believe we're going to draw this, guys. That's insane. I don't know what to do. He's got to be in the bush right in front of us. I'm just going to drive out. I don't really have a choice. Yep, there he is. Wow, I can't believe. It wouldn't have mattered. For any of you that are like, oh, why'd you drive out? There was 10 seconds left on the game. Either way, it's going to be a loss. If you get a draw, you lose. So, I'd rather at least me lose and have 7 people on their team win rather than both of us getting a draw. Really irritating that I worked my literal butt off to try and win that battle, and my team just threw and threw and threw each one of their vehicles. I mean, the 183 did okay. I'm just really so disappointed that one shell. I want to see where that shot went. Missed that 183 in the turret. That shell alone could have won us the battle. You can see I was obviously waiting for him. We take a blind shot. There he is. We aim right in on his turret. Let's see. Did it go high? I don't even see where the shell went. That's unfortunate. It did actually hit him. We can see that it didn't hit the dirt behind, but I guess it just bounced. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Bit of a disappointing end, but hey, we still did 5,000 damage, and it clearly wasn't the E100's fault we lost. I mean, we literally did the best we could have there. Just really unfortunate our team sucked. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.